Fermented lamb recipe, inspired by traditional methods. Faroe Islands fermented lamb. Fermenting lamb involves a controlled process of aging and drying, resulting in a strong flavor and tender texture. Below is a recipe for making fermented lamb at home. Note that this process requires careful attention to hygiene and temperature control to avoid spoilage. Fermented lamb recipe. Ingredients: 2 to 3 pounds, 1 to 1.5 kilograms. Fresh lamb, leg or shoulder works well. Coarse sea salt, non-iodized. Herbs or spices: juniper berries, black pepper, thyme. Equipment: large glass or food-grade plastic container, cheesecloth or breathable fabric, string or twine. Cool, dark place for fermentation, a cellar or refrigerator. Meat hooks or a drying rack. Instructions: prepare the lamb. Trim excess fat from the lamb, leaving a thin layer for flavor. Cut the lamb into large chunks or leave whole, depending on your preference. Salt cure. Generously coat the lamb pieces with coarse sea salt, ensuring all surfaces are covered. This draws out moisture and inhibits harmful bacteria. Place the salted lamb in a glass or food-grade plastic container. Cover the container with a clean cloth or lid. Do not seal airtight. Let it sit in a cool place, around 40 degrees Fahrenheit or 4 degrees Celsius, for 3 to 5 days. Turn the lamb pieces daily to ensure even curing. Rinse and dry. After curing, rinse the lamb thoroughly under cold water to remove excess salt. Pat the lamb dry with paper towels. Ferment. Wrap the lamb in cheesecloth or breathable fabric to protect it from insects and dust. Hang the lamb in a cool, dark, and well-ventilated area. Ideal temperature: 50-60 degree F/10-15 degree C. A cellar or refrigerator with airflow works well. Allow the lamb to ferment and dry for 4 to 8 weeks, depending on the size of the pieces and your desired level of fermentation. The meat will develop a tangy, umami flavor as it ferments. Check for readiness. The lamb is ready when it feels firm to the touch and has a slightly pungent aroma. If mold forms on the surface, it is usually harmless and can be wiped off with vinegar. Discard the meat if it smells foul or shows signs of spoilage. Serve. Thinly slice the fermented lamb and serve as a delicacy. It pairs well with strong flavors like pickled vegetables, dark bread, or aquavit, a Scandinavian spirit. Safety notes: always use clean hands and equipment to prevent contamination. Monitor the temperature closely during fermentation to avoid spoilage. If you're unsure about the safety of the meat, it's better to discard it. Enjoy your fermented lamb as a bold and traditional treat. Pan-seared fermented lamb. This method lightly cooks the lamb while preserving its unique flavor. Ingredients: fermented lamb, thinly sliced. 1 to 2 tablespoons butter or oil. Garlic, herbs, or spices for added flavor. Instructions: Heat a skillet over medium heat and add butter or oil. Add the fermented lamb slices in a single layer. Do not overcrowd the pan. Sear for 1 to 2 minutes per side, just until the edges are crispy and the meat is warmed through. Serve immediately as an appetizer or with sides like roasted vegetables or potatoes. Fermented lamb stew. Cooking fermented lamb in a stew helps soften its intense flavor and creates a rich, savory dish. Ingredients: 1 pound, 450 gram, fermented lamb, cut into chunks. 2 tablespoons oil. 1 onion, chopped. 2 to 3 garlic cloves, minced. 2 carrots, sliced. 2 potatoes, diced. 4 cups, 1 liter, broth, beef or lamb. 1 teaspoon thyme or rosemary. Salt and pepper to taste. Instructions: rinse the fermented lamb to remove excess salt, if needed. Heat oil in a large pot over medium heat. Sear the lamb chunks until browned on all sides. Remove and set aside. In the same pot, sauté the onion and garlic until softened. Add the carrots, potatoes, and herbs and cook for 2 to 3 minutes. Return the lamb to the pot and pour in the broth. Bring to a boil and then reduce the heat to low. Simmer for 1.5 to 2 hours, or until the lamb is tender and the flavors have melded. Adjust seasoning with salt and pepper, if needed, and serve hot. Grilled fermented lamb. Grilling adds a smoky flavor that complements the fermented lamb's tanginess. Ingredients: fermented lamb, cut into strips or chunks. Olive oil. Marinade: garlic, lemon juice, herbs. Instructions: if desired, marinate the fermented lamb in olive oil, garlic, and herbs for 1 to 2 hours to mellow the flavor. Preheat the grill to medium-high heat. Grill the lamb for 2 to 3 minutes per side, or until lightly charred and heated through. Serve with a fresh salad or grilled vegetables.